And as we currently stare at this game over screen, hopefully we will soon, in about 2 minutes give or take, have this fantastic race on the board at the Link to Past Randomizer League Season 3. This is still Mystery Week. I'm Arjevich, and joining me today is Drossi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I am both excited to see one more mystery match and kind of happy that the week's wrapping up given the crazy settings we've already seen. What are you thinking about all this?
I'm thinking that we have seen everything, possibly, so far this week that we could have seen, but maybe there is something a little bit left that we may be seeing today.
I mean, given that the very first seed of the week was a zero crystal fast Ganon, we really have seen everything. And as chat's already pointing out, you can see from the screen that we do have an Assured Sword and Randomizer.
The soulless crowd is already in a state of sadness, but I assure you that the seed will find a way, with or without the Randomizer, to grant us in the audience some enjoyment and hopefully not too much suffering for the players.
And speaking of not too much suffering, if I'm not mistaken, in Sir Link's opening crawl, we saw the phrase enough crystals rather than 7 crystals, which means this is not going to be entrance rando or inverted.
You know, I believe you may be accurate in that, but the specific crystals, we will have to wait and see just what that quantity may be.
Might even be 0 and it's a ped goal.
I mean, would you expect anything less on this lovely Sunday?
We haven't seen that many ped goals this week, though we did have one a couple of days ago that turned into a fire rod hunt as, you know, the variation on the normal ice rod hunt. Okay, I guess that was the wrong opening crawl.
Yeah, this is inverted with small key San and enema. This could be a long one.
And we see regular crystals mostly across the board with a green pendant in pod and a red pendant in feed. So both of the 5, 6 are going to be in Light World.
Yeah, and we can tell that the Randomizer is only going to be for bosses, because these look like pretty regular Dark World enemies to me.
I personally find that to be a more fun Randomizer.
I mean, maybe inverted is easier if it's full Randomizer, because you don't have to face these awful enemies that two-shot you at the beginning.
Well, at least they start with a sword here. So we did see a small key on Bumper Ledge, so we'll probably have to go for it if we get the cape.
That is quite likely. We did see both of them going for a tree pull, picking up some rupees. Yagamoth will pick up the bombs here, take some death orbs, get more bombs. SirLinkalot's gonna go for the arrow game after getting those 20 to pick up some more rupees and hopefully be able to win the game.
Not even a rupee to spare for that game.
Yagamoth has to take the fall here, did not get a small key, so... I do know that there is that one skull with small key located down at the Stumpy.
Oh, and Sir Link misses a shot, though fortunately he got the full clear his first round, so he's not short of rupees anymore.
How many rupees would you want to get from this game here?
I don't know, depends what he's trying to do. Okay, we do not have big keys randomized because Yagamoth just picked up the Skullwoods big key with no message.
So So small keys are shuffled, big keys are within their own dungeons. I don't believe we've seen maps or compasses yet. Well, maps we know that they are in their own dungeons because we saw the map check.
And yeah, Sir Link just spent, what is it, 70 rupees, 80 rupees on Dig Game, and I'm sure he's going to want the 30 rupees for Chest Game. And he probably wanted some left over.
Well, that was not a worthwhile financial investment. A small key to Meyer is also not really a small key that you will need. Lamp, hammer, glove. That's the
Moon Pearl away from Light World access.
the Light World access cave.
And that heart container wasn't half bad either. I'd give that, a solid 7 out of 10 for hype.
Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. I'm a kind person. To be fair, it is also inverted. You're probably gonna find something there because it is so early on in the seed.
Yeah. I guess it depends how excited you are about the lamp.
I mean, I'd like to see what the players are doing, so I am supremely excited about being able to have vision.
So it's also going to be interesting. Sir Link has not yet gotten any bombs, so he can't do Hype Cave, so maybe he's planning to buy them in Village of Outcasts?
Possibly. Yagamoth could have walked all the way over to Catfish there, but decided not to do that. This is a pretty nice inverted start, sword, hammer. It's pretty cool.
And we haven't seen a compass yet one way or the other, have we? So we don't know if they're shuffled. Doesn't matter a huge amount other than counting dungeon items.
It does increase the number of items in each dungeon by 1. Makes dungeons a little bit more lucrative.
Though with small key shuffle, they're already quite a bit more lucrative.
Yep, that is indeed the case. And a nice little 100 rupee there for Yagamoth.
Skull Woods, on the other hand, is being quite a bust. Sir Link doesn't have any bombs to bomb jump over to the big chest, so I wonder if he'll get to it the way the game actually intended you to.
I mean, if you're taking that path, you may just as well pick up bombs along the way.
I'm just saying he doesn't want to orphan the big chest while he's here. Oh, right. There are bombs there. Forgot about that.
Yep. I mean, now you can pick up the bombs and then take the vanilla path. I guess it is faster if you're already here.
And he's really harvesting the bombs.
We got a bottle here in the Thieves' Town.
With a B, of course.
And do you see the compasses are in their own original dungeons as well, so it's just the small keys that are randomized.
Yeah, interesting combination.
So inverted, small key shuffle, boss shuffle. Oh, we need a hook shot for that one.
Yeah, but since he did respawn there, he has to walk all the way back out. Meanwhile, Yagamoth death warping out of Thieves' Town. No, that was accidental. He's actually going to do the back.
I went in and checked the boss and saw that it was Argus and took a death to Argus since the door closed, so didn't have any other choice but taking that death.
Oh, sorry, I was looking to see what the big chest in Skullwoods was at the time.
It's cool, it's cool. So we have the back of Thieves Town here. We have whatever you can do in pod with no small keys, and Catfish.
Well, we did see Yagamoth practicing Mimic Clip before he went live.
Yeah, that would give 2 additional checks.
But yeah, I guess the big question is, where is that Moon Pearl? Oh, and also, since this is an entrance shuffle, we can go up Death Mountain with the glove and the lamp. It's totally unlogic to go up there.
Entrance shuffle?
No, I'm saying since it's not entrance shuffle.
Yeah. And I thought you were the one who just woke up and not me. But how much can we do up on the mountain with the current equipment?
Well, if we can get past those pesky Lionels, we could get over to Super Bunny Cave. We could do the first check in Agate Tower.
That sounds kind of awful.
We can return the old man in bunny form.
That sounds like a nice gesture. Well, it's not in Thieves Town, whatever we're looking for.
And it looks like Yagamoth is making the Death Mountain play. Watch out for those murder dactyls. Ugh.
Yeah.
They do take 3 hearts of damage, and when you only have green mail and 4 hearts...
And when you respawn with only 3 hearts... you don't tend to live for very long.
Yeah. And no hook shot to get rid of them easily.
And we're seeing also SirLinkalot taking Death Warp and is not going to go deeper to Thieves Town, he's leaving after the first 4 chests.
That's probably just as well for him because we saw that Thieves Town was a bust.
And Thieves Town is also just a pendant.
Yeah, though Blind does also have an item since we've already seen the map and the compass.
But we will have to probably wait quite some time before we get back there, unless the seed is just gonna throw the hookshot in their faces, and you have to do 4 heart green mail fighter sword, or because at least they have the hammer.
Okay, so I know I've seen this before, but what does carrying the shrub here do?
I am not completely sure, but I do believe that it has something to do with movement related to screen transitions. Or something, I don't know. Maybe it just looks cool. I don't know. Because that's what you get for not playing the game. So we turned in the old man, because we just turn him over into a cave. The cave owns him, I guess, and we got 3 bombs, and now we are proceeding back up the mountain again.
And we get to enjoy the great Dark World Without Moon Pearl music.
Yes.
Hey!
That seems kinda nice.
And it also does remind us of one other thing you have to be aware of in Inverted, that you can pick up items lying on the ground while you're in bunny form.
So Yagamoth's done with the mountain for now, heads on back over southwest, picks up the heart as a little safety precaution. Since Yagamoth did not take this opening route, whereas SirLinkalot did.
I'm not sure, though, what the MIT immediately gets us other than, well, hey, we can get to the Village of Outcasts from the south.
I'm sure that with our 2 amazing brains put together, we will figure out some expert knowledge that relates to the mix in Inverted.
It is also still the case that the runners can go into Agate Tower, which is where Ganon's Tower would normally be, and with the key shuffle, they can't go past the first chest, but they can get that first chest.
Indeed.
And that's what Sir Link's doing.
You do have to kill some enemies first, and you have to be careful. You only have the hammer and you only have 3 hearts.
At least they only take 2 hammer hits, it's just that annoying small hitbox.
Yes, the hammer hitbox. Well, it's another heart, but no form of progression.
So now we have to get by the Lionels, and we can do the 2 checks in Super Bunny.
I mean, that should be easy, right?
Well, at least with the hammer you can damage them.
It's not like they do a lot of damage.
Nah, see, he still has 2 hearts left, all good.
Yeah, perfectly planned.
Oh, yeah, we can do hammer pegs. We can also pick up the smith, but we can't exactly return him without Light World access.
Mushroom and boots for Linkalot in the Super Bunny Cave is pretty super.
That opens the first chest in Hookshot Cave while we're up here.
Yeah, and of course, always a great feeling to be the first one to pick up boots, of course. You don't know that, but we do.
Well, looks like Yagamoth's not going to be too far behind on that.
First pod key. So why not just
Where's
hover
Sir
through
Link going
Hookshot
now? Okay, he was just checking the medallion, so it's Bombos for TR. Oh, and I guess you can Super Bunny in Paradox Cave if you take a fall in here?
Yeah, that is probably something that you can. It's a good thing we got 2 inverted experts here on the commentary today for this inverted seed.
I'm not crazy enough to play inverted.
I'm not crazy enough to play this game. Also, we got Ethan.
Yeah, one of those nice little features of inverted, anything that is mirror locked in the regular game, you can just walk right over to in the light world in inverted. That includes Cave 45, Checkerboard Cave, Bombos Tablet, Floating Island, Lake Hylia Island.
Now, unfortunately, Yagamoth did take a death to the Lionels. Have to walk all the way back.
Hey, we haven't seen a catfish check yet, and that's totally in logic.
Yeah, because Yagamoth went to the pyramid and then saved and quit.
I mean, Moon Pearl on catfish would be something.
It would be a... That was not a good jump, SirLinkalot. I'm very sorry. I'm pretty certain that was not intended.
Yeah, though it doesn't lose him too much time. Dashing into spears, though, is not great.
Yeah, but now you may opt to go do pod instead of catfish, because it is faster to get there from the spawn location. Is this the isolate catfish seed?
So one key puts the entire front except for the vanilla big key chest in logic.
Oh, that was not a good bonk there, Yaga.
Yeah, just to respond to chat. In an inverted mystery seed, both goals, both opening GT and the win condition, are going to be on top of Hyrule Castle.
That is indeed the case. We do see a compass in the first chest in pod, so it's a good thing they got that key. Surely there is progression in this chest. There, see? I'm so
we didn't
good
have to
at
go to
this
catfish.
game.
So that's
You need
full
a
light world
single
access
or
for
a
us.
small key. Yeah, you need a single pod small key to get that in pod.
And those were the only 3 chests that were in logic. Without, you know, the bow.
Yeah, kinda do need that. So now you have your light world access, probably starting with the map check to see what that is. Okay, I'm not that good at predicting the future. But you do have the entirety of Kakariko that you can do.
Probably running straight to Hyrule Castle to check the goal.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. You have escape, there's a fair amount of checks there as well.
And in Kakariko, we have both Sick Kid and Magic Bat on the table.
Yep, that is true.
While we're waiting for the goal check, though, we should give a rundown of these 2 teams. Op Got Good, as you can see, is still looking for their first win here in Week 5, and the Sexy Ganons are also struggling a bit, 3 and 6 at this point. So, you know, at this point, both of these teams are really just trying to make sure they're not last in the division, which would mean they wouldn't get invited to the Invitational League next season.
Oh, we need 7 crystals to enter. Defeat all of Ganon's bosses.
Oof.
I'll see y'all in 2 hours.
Hello, all dungeons.
Yeah, we have a 7 AD boss Randomizer inverted seed today. With small key sanity as well. Wait, I thought AD key sanity was next week.
That's why we didn't shuffle the big keys.
Oh yeah. We also do see Yagamoth going for the Mimic Clip to get these 2 additional checks. Oh boy.
Oh, right, and he didn't open the middle door, so he'll be able to go to the back and do some checks there, too.
Yeah, let's get the Moon Pearl here, and we'll take the... Which drop do you do here?
Well, if he does this drop, he'll have to re-mimic clip all over again, and I think he just... Oh no, he's going to use his key to check the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah, just get this, take the other fall, get the powder there, and then leave.
But he decided he'd rather check that one chest than 3 chests in the back.
I mean, at this point, SirLinkalot, knowing that this is AD, knowing it's Smoky Sanity, it just seems like go to the item dense locations, Kakariko, hope that you can find things that allow you to clear dungeons and just go from there.
Again, taking a look at the Dark World map, we really want to see the Light World map.
Can we get it now? Or maybe not.
Okay, so Hera's our remaining pendant, and then our 5-6 crystals are the other 2.
So we didn't find anything at Dark Cross. There is still obviously the back of Escape, but it's a little bit weird to get there in Inverted.
Also, I was just thinking, we haven't seen anything one way or the other to indicate what the item pool might be. We haven't gotten any green 20s, but we also haven't gotten any upgrades that wouldn't be available in Hard or Expert.
You are right. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is just going to be normal.
I mean, the odds are in their favor for that.
I mean, I do like being on the side of the odds.
That's because you're just odd.
Thank you. Wait, what? I guess we're going to go for a little bit of a tour here with the Smith. And Yagasol's not gonna go ahead and do Escape. Interesting. Just go and check the goals, and then leave.
Oh, another bottle. Actually, must have... Right, Yagamoth already has 2 bottles.
Yeah, Yagamoth went there and picked it up earlier, got the double Bs, picks up the hot piece.
Hey, we're all the way up to 7 hearts green mail.
Yeah, I mean, now you're literally just going to face roll every single boss in the game, right?
So now we actually have a ton of checks here in the Light World. We can return the Smith and do Magic Pad over there. We can do all the CAC checks, including Sick Kid. Oh, we didn't get to sell off the B.
That is unfortunate. They did get that small key to Desert, though, so that will guarantee that the dungeon is in logic as to speak when you have access to it. Do note it is inverted. The book is hard locking Desert Palace in inverted mode.
Though for other hard-locked locations, I'm thinking once we finish with Kakariko, SirLinkalot and Yagamoth, now that he's also in CAC, they'll probably go up to Lumberjack and then continue across and do King's Tomb, which in Inverted is the only thing hard-locked by the mitts.
Yeah. I think that's a correct assessment. And we're never going to see what's on Catfish.
Maybe if they get the mirror, we'll see a combined Zora Catfish check.
Unless mirror.
But with the mirror, that's actually... There's always that. But otherwise, with the mirror, Catfish is a much easier check in Inverted because you can take the Whirlpool to get to Zora and then just mirror.
Well, that's just the full sweep of Kakariko that we're seeing right now before they are gonna be forced to go somewhere else, and so far they're not getting anything at all. Like the small key to Desert, another one to Turtle Rock, can't really put any use to that.
Well, here's our first shot at the well.
So really low rupee count right now for all the players, since they did have to do digging game and pod early and haven't really picked up anything big for potential Sora later down the line.
Okay.
Well, that bow doesn't, like, do...
Gives us Eastern. Big keys aren't shuffled, and we have the lamp. We can do Eastern and fully in logic.
Eastern, yeah. So Eastern, because we know the bow doesn't do anything in pod right now since Yagamoth did the sequence break. So yeah, Eastern is the prime candidate right now, and we have all three medallions suddenly, so we don't have to worry about those. Or maybe we are going back to pod after all soon with the additional small key.
Though logically the second small key doesn't do anything for us, but we can go to the boss if we want.
To be fair, when was the last time someone cared about small key logic in Key Sanity Pod?
Never.
Precisely. I guess that one soft lock that happened back in the 2017 Key Sanity tournament, but you know, the logic has changed since then. Also another small key.
Yeah, we have a lot fewer soft locks now.
That makes us all very happy. Now, you get the Castle Tower key. I'm gonna assume that that is not somewhere you are going to go at this point.
You know, one interesting thing about these two teams going against each other is their first match this week between Wall Kicks and Freddy, the two runners took completely different routes, somehow converged on GT at the end, and the seed was decided by one going right and the other going left.
Just like the good old days.
So even in a crazy mystery seed, all that matters is what direction you go in GT.
Yeah, and you get a hook shot and you go back to Thieves Town, and kill the boss, or you go up the mountain and you do some Hera potting.
That's gonna be a serious menu boss fight unless you're really good with Fighter Sword Argus strats.
I mean, that's what all the people practice these days, right? Right? Tell me I'm right.
I mean, it's the Rule 34 of ALTTPR. If a strat exists, someone practices it.
I'm not pushing this further. We're going back to Kakin activating the flute instead that Yagamoth just picked up in Keystone. Also, we found an ice rod.
Guess it's not on Catfish.
And yes, an ice rod. There are multiple ice rods that they will need to find because it is big key sanity.
Now, with this being inverted, the flute will only get you around the Dark World, so returning the mushroom is going to be a bit of a pain. Have to either take a whirlpool or walk. And Yagamoth's not activating that flute.
I mean, you could save and quit Link's house, take the portal at Swamp, and then fake Flipper there and take the whirlpool and go up to the witch, like you do in typical cross keys openings. It's just that you have to do it the inverted way. I'm not saying it's fast or anything, but you could.
Oh, I see. Yagamoth's returning Jeremiah, and he'll activate the flute while he's at it. I forgot that he hadn't done that yet.
Yuri, who now?
Jeremiah, he was a bullfrog.
What?
Never mind.
I feel like I'm missing something very important to the Link to the Past randomizer lore here.
A famous song by Three Dog Night that begins Jeremiah was a bullfrog. So we call the frog Jeremiah.
And your cultural references.
I guess it was never a hit in Sweden.
I mean, I'm pretty certain I don't know. I don't even know when it was a hit in your country.
70s?
I didn't know you were that old.
I'm not.
Then how do you know it was a hit then?
You don't have oldies stations there?
Wait. Are you implying that you think that I'm listening to radio? I mean, if you're listening to radio, that probably means you're old.
That's a fair assessment.
Anyway, it looks like Yaga is making this trip here into presumably Eastern with this newly acquired bow. Could go into
no, he's
small key.
odd. So what do you think? Will he do the boss or will he get 3 chests in the back?
I mean, there is no guarantee. Like, did he save and quit before he went here? Because he fluted here. If he saved and quit, I could see him go straight to the boss, and if it isn't anything he can kill, just hard reset, save the small key.
Also, for checks we probably don't want to have to make, that Cane of Burna did put Spike Cave in logic.
Great.
And of course, while we're talking Death Mountain, you know, with the Moon Pro, we now have Paradox Cave, Spiral Cave, Tower of Hera.
This pod play is something that is interesting, to say the least.
Oh yeah, if he hammer yumps, he'll be able to pick up 3 more chests.
Okay, well, there's another pod small key over in Ice Rod Cave.
That'll make things better for Sir Link since he unlocked the middle door.
Yeah, we'll be able to go faster, doesn't have to go through the mimics. I mean...
So Sir Link thought for a moment and then decided to charge a water walk. He's nowhere near Zora money. But we can see what's on Lake Hylia Island. Ooh! That's a welcome sign.
I missed it. I was looking at Yagamoth.
Oh, Master Sword.
Ah, I mean, that's really nice. I mean, Yagamoth did pick up all the rupees here, so maybe this is set up to do South Shore after this and have increased odds of having rupees for Sora.
Wow. Pod Big Key is in Harmless Hellway by process of elimination.
That sucks.
So we can't open the big chest, and we need quite a few keys to get to the boss, it turns out.
Yeah, you need a minimum, like, Yagamoth needs another small key to get that key, and then needs another small key to get to the boss. And if you're SirLinkalot, well, you also need more keys, unless you specifically open Harmless Hellway. It means you have to hammer jump. Oh wait, he did hammer jump.
And
yeah,
he'd also have to not check the vanilla big key chest.
Yeah.
And I feel like most runners, if they're short on keys and have to decide between the vanilla big key chest and Harmless Hellway, are gonna pick the vanilla big key chest.
I agree. But what do you think about going after Castle Tower right now in SirLinkalot's position, just for one check?
Well, at least it's only a few rooms.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to do this later, and you could just full clear it later. Since it is all dungeons, you have to beat Ag at some point. You need a second key. Okay, well, sure, that's fine.
Okay, well, we know it's not expert mode.
Yeah, well, we got the tempered. It's kinda nice.
That also makes Argus a whole lot more palatable. Not that Sir Link knows it's Argus in Thieves Town yet.
Yeah, because only Yagamoth went beyond the first 4 checks, just to actually go and have a look at that in Thieves Town.
But yeah, I was thinking, you know, with what we have, it's not fully in logic. Whoa, okay. Not hard mode either.
Yeah, well, that was a pretty good game. It worked out in SirLinkalot's favor as Yagamoth picked up the 3rd Turtle Rock small key.
And that mirror's a big deal too. I mean, even more so than in regular opener standard, the mirror is a huge help for getting around the map in inverted.
Yeah, because the world really isn't designed for you to be able to mirror from the light world into the dark world, so it opens up some very interesting routes.
But I was going to say that with Bombos, we could full clear Ice Palace as long as we bomb jump.
Fake Flipper.
Still a bit low in the health department, but you know, at least Tempered Sword.
Yeah, but do you like to go into Ice Palace without King of Samaria? I mean, the fire rod surely helps, but that's no cane of...
Well, you just said fire rod, so...
Okay, we're getting small keys. Okay, we're going to Ice Palace. We're getting the book.
No, we could go to Desert.
What was that game? It had everything. It had absolutely everything.
And yeah, right. We still can't go into Swamp because we don't have flippers, but at this rate, flippers are gonna be in Spiral Cave.
Yeah, okay, so they got book, fire rod, small key for swamp, cane of Samara. What? Oh man. Wow. Okay. So we need a castle tower small key?
We need a Castle Tower small key. We need more pod small keys because of the big key location.
We need well, Yagamoth needs a fire rod for that Trinex over in Eastern.
Yeah, if the TR big key is vanilla, we need all 4 small keys for that.
Flippers for swamp. And yeah, maybe that Turtle Rock key. Oh, and that small great one. Is this the old dungeon small key sanity jet seed?
I'm not gonna complain if it is.
I'm pretty certain SirLinkalot is not complaining right now. But yeah, is this flippers for and potentially Turtle Rock small key for no mode?
And at least 1 more pod small key.
Oh yeah, because the pod small key situation is a thing of beauty in this one.
Yeah. I mean, you don't often think about the implications of the big key being in Harmless Hellway.
Yagamoth is taking this trip over here to the witch, probably Catfish Sora into this. Did also farm rupees in the rupee room in Eastern Palace. Yes, there's a rupee room there. Oh, well, there are the flippers. Okay.
So that's item go mode.
So, yeah, so in the key situation, we're missing pod small key and maybe a Turtle Rock small key?
Wow, Sir Link doesn't even bat an eyelash at Cold Stare there.
It almost looks like he kind of got stuck there in the wall.
Gotta watch the health, though.
It's a pretty rough one. We've seen Yagamoth checking the bottle for green.
Well, and the other thing is that bug net was sitting right there on top of Spec Rock, and you could take it and grab a fairy. We have the bottles for it.
Well, Cold Star's fallen for SirLinkalot, the very first dungeon to be cleared, but I feel like we're gonna see a lot of dungeons go down pretty soon.
That's how it is with things like Inverted or Entrance Shuffle. Once you start clearing dungeons, you just keep clearing dungeons.
Oh, is this a notable small key? It's a notable small key!
So that would allow Yagamoth to clear pod if he picks up the other small key that Sir Link got. I forget where that one was.
Probably somewhere up on the mountain. Because everything was up on the mountain.
Yeah, it was probably in Paradox Cave. And now that we have both rods, at least on Sir Link's side, we don't have to worry about a Trinex appearing somewhere.
Now, there is a concern in SirLinkalot's position, because you have all these dungeons available to you, which may cause the witch and then the small pod key on Sora, though you may find other small plot keys somewhere else. Maybe very much delayed due to all of the dungeon clearing.
Yeah, whereas theoretically, if Yagamoth might be pushed to Death Mountain sooner because there's so many items he's missing.
Yeah.
Now, where did Yagamoth get that third TR small key from that Sir Link doesn't have? Because Sir Link can't actually finish TR, but at the same time, now that he has the mirror, he can always just drop into Laser Bridge.
Probably Eastern or Pod. It's also these things like the Bombos tablet that Yagamoth couldn't check there, doesn't have the book that was up in the ludicrously hyped Paradox Cave. No, the Meyer keys are not really needed for anything.
And I don't remember what, if anything, we turned up in Mini Moldorm Cave.
Maybe a small key to somewhere, or just trash. That looked like trash to me.
That's why I didn't remember it.
Well, I don't remember 20 Rupu locations either. Oh yeah, the pod small key was over in Ice Rod Cave. And there's the big key to Turtle Rock. So now you can just leave and take a different entrance, because it's inverted.
But it looks like he is just going to rush Laser Bridge now. He still has one key left, right?
Should. Come on, Mimics.
Not that ice small keys are really helping us, other than they'll make routing a bit easier. And ice is now fully in logic as well. Okay, just remember not to unlock the door here.
So mirror back, take the other entrance.
Because I've seen in Key Sanity or Small Key Shuffle modes, runners making bad mistakes unlocking a door they didn't mean to unlock, and then they add 10 minutes looking for the key to make it up.
Yeah, SirLinkalot is being very thorough here and remembering how to be thorough without losing the small keys. It clearly indicated that he has played this mode before.
Yeah, well, he also said he was really looking forward to playing a Mystery Seed this week, so I'm sure he's prepared for anything.
And now that Yagamoth is
Yeah, we should mention this.
We'll pick up everything that you were saying.
Yeah, no, we should mention that this is actually a rescheduled match. They were supposed to play a couple of days ago. Yagamoth overslept, and SirLink opted to reschedule. And one of the things he said when he rescheduled was that, he's just feeling really excited to play a mystery seed.
And what a mystery seed you get. Inverted 7 AD with boss Randomizer that is pseudo yet. We have already confirmed that it was in fact a normal item logic, or item pool I should say.
Oh, and another fetch quest.
Those really don't seem like too big of a deal at this point, because you do have all the dungeons to do, and if you still have things to do after that, it's pretty close to Swamp and the likes to go do the shovel. Same thing with the tablet.
We just hope he does Witch and Zora sooner rather than later.
Yeah, in SirLinkalot's position.
Yeah, well, I think by that point Yagamoth will be in go mode anyway.
Yeah.
In fact, is there any reason to believe Yagamoth won't be in go mode when he finishes Paradox Cave?
Let's see, has the castle tower small, we'll get the swamp small, we'll get the book, we'll get the cane, we'll get the fire rod. Will be in go mode. Pretty certain.
So yeah, we know Yagamoth's gonna hit go mode in a few minutes, so then it really does come down to when SirLink gonna check Witch and Zora, or Witch and find another pod small key somehow.
It is true that Ganon's Tower small keys could be something, so I don't expect them to just skip out on all locations, which also means that Yagamoth will be able to pick up the Tempered Sword that is in Castle Tower.
And honestly, SirLink might need 2 more pod small keys, because chances are he opens the door to the vanilla big key chest before he checks Harmless Hellway.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how SirLinkalot goes about the pod location shenanigans that are going on in this one. Yagamoth definitely struggling a little bit with this fight, not having the fire rod and not having the tempered sword. Oh, this is
making good use of Burna at least.
I was gonna say that almost looked like SirLinkalot was going to set up a fake flipper there over to the witch, but just going for the shovel.
Maybe he will go to the witch, though.
I mean, where else are you going here unless you're heading straight eastwards? You don't have the flippers for Swamp. You do have the
right, and if he
desert.
were gonna do desert, he would have just... Oh, he is doing desert anyway. I thought maybe... he would have fluted to 6 and taken the portal, but I guess he can check Bombos en route. I mean, he'll get 2 more dungeon clears, he's just not getting any closer to his go mode.
We'll get the red mail, but it is just a general thing, just following the sphere logic a bit and also prioritizing dungeons that you know that you can clear.
Oh, I didn't notice the Harris small key pickup, though Yagamoth just spent half a minute on a coffee break.
I don't know where that one was.
Our
I don't
tracker
really think it
noticed it.
matters.
Props to our tracker, Mindful Beast.
I can take a wild guess and say that he may have gotten that when SirLinkalot was in the Paradox Cave, maybe? Well, if Mindful Beast is right in that the Tower of Hera's small key was early back of Thieves Town?
So the other thing here is that Yagamoth's about to be in Go mode, so when he does these dungeons, he'll do them in Go mode. Now, to be sure, we still need to find the big keys in them, so it depends where the big keys are.
Yeah, for the dungeons where they need to find a big key, but yeah, here's the small key to Swamp, and the book, and the cane, and the fire rod. And what was the small key? Yeah, the ice small key. And yeah, suddenly you're in Go mode.
But yeah, that is officially Go mode, and you know, for an all dungeon small key shuffle to be in Go mode less than an hour in is pretty impressive.
It's quite shocking, honestly. You have everything you need for everything, and it seems like Yagamoth's just kind of thinking, like, where do I fall here? Where do I go?
So Sir Link's lucky about that big key placement. He's only going to be making one unnecessary check here. I was just thinking, we have no idea what sort of a boss shuffle it is, and we honestly don't care at this point.
Yeah, because they can kill all the bosses. Yagamoth's gonna start there on Laser Bridge. We know that the big key is not located here.
I'm sure he doesn't mind that blue mail.
Nope, not at all. I mean, it's for free. I mean, free is good, right?
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily take free bees.
I would. And unleash them upon my... I mean, just spending some nice, fine, quality time with some friendly bees. And there's our blind.
On the one hand, we can't really take advantage of the script since he's already in the room. On the other hand, with 11 hearts, red mail doesn't matter.
Yeah... I mean, SirLinkalot just stood still there and took a hit, because why not?
And he has the cane of Burna if it came to it.
Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, SirLinkalot is 2 dungeon clears ahead here, but Yagamoth will catch up on that.
Though, again, how fast Yagamoth catches up on that depends on the big key placement.
Yeah, this Turtle Rock is going to take some time due to going to Laser Bridge first and then have to go back there later.
And it's also the case that, given where we know the pod big key is, and Sir Link's routing to this point, he's probably going to need 2 more pod keys. So the fact that he's continuing to do checks is not a bad thing.
And you would also like 1 more GT small key to be sure that you can do everything in GT.
Oh right, we'll actually have a proper GT big key hunt today.
Great!
A bit of a treat since, you know, last week was spoiler week and next week is Key Sanity week.
I mean, I sure love just writing random numbers in my Twitch chat. It's my favorite part of the day. Man, that enemy blocked the shot there for Yagamoth. A bit unfortunate.
In the meantime, it's not a Godmire, so that works in Sir Link's favor.
And a couple of silver arrows later, Yagamoth be able to pick up dungeon number 2.
And his first crystal. How often do you see a runner not pick up their first crystal until they're in go mode?
Never. I mean, technically, he could have been in go mode before going Hera, and could have been in go mode before any dungeons were cleared. That would have been impressive. Yeah, time to finish off the Aga. There is the sword in the second chest. I'll probably pick that up.
Not the small key we wanted to see.
The Skullwood small key doesn't do anything at all.
I once saw Fear Agent run out of small keys in Skullwoods, but you really have to be trying.
That's a fair assessment. Third bee in a bottle. Oh yeah, and Yaga did skip the chest, so Yaga's not gonna get that.
Okay, so we... Wait, no, I thought where he skipped, No, I'm a bit confused.
Yagamoth skipped the second chest
that
in Castle Tower, which had a tempered sword, while SirLinkalot found a Mystery Mire small key in Mystery Mire.
Wait, so Yagamoth's sword was on Lake Hylia Island? Oh yeah, I guess he did go there.
Yeah, because he did all of those checks earlier.
Anyway, that big key in the map chest in Mire will help Sir Link, because Yagamoth will almost certainly last location that.
I mean, does Yagamoth still not have any GT small keys?
That's what his tracker's showing. Hey, and we have Aga 1, though, and we didn't even ask people to guess blue balls. How many blue balls do you think, Marge?
Too many. That's already too many. See, I win! Yay! Go me! Yeah, skipping locations when you have 0 GT small keys and you need to go there and find the big key is not the wisest idea.
It's risky, that's for sure.
Could find another sword or the small keys along the way, but we know what was there, and we know that SirLinkalot got another dungeon down.
So what was that, 5 blue balls?
Oh, I didn't count. I was too busy drinking water. What is Yagamoth thinking about?
Fluting, apparently.
Yes, we are fluting to the house so that we can go down and do swamp.
Sounds like a plan. SirLink is in Eastern, which will also give him his 5-6, and I wonder if he's going to do Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy, and could you potentially route that in with the Witch?
Yeah, I'm hoping, I mean, would be easier if he, had done Castle Tower and had the portal there.
I guess
Why didn't he do
sense.
Castle Tower after TR? He did have the second Castle Tower key by then, yes?
Yeah, because where was that key again? It was up on the mountain like everything else, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not a horrible save and quit to go up the left side of Dark Death Mountain.
How much do we think Yagamoth is gonna do in here in Swamp? Because seeing what happened at the Aga Tower, probably just heading straight to the boss and not checking anything. Oh, never mind. But why skip that chest in Castle Tower?
I don't know. I mean, I can understand not going out of the way for chests, but if you're opening anything, why not open something that's right in front of you?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make much sense. It could be a sudden realization that that is the wrong key, but...
Yeah, Sewer's key. That's really something we don't need.
Here's the friendly neighbor, try next.
And unlike Yagamoth, SirLink can actually beat him. And Tempered Sword makes it nice, too.
There's another cold stare.
Oh. So, it's not simple boss shuffle.
Yeah, we can tell that for a fact.
So who haven't we seen yet? We haven't seen Armos, Orlanmo, Mothula, Moldorm.
That was pretty rapid fire of you there. Oh, of course. Boss key on the boss.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go back in for that.
Yeah, I don't really see that either. There are other checks that are a bit more convenient and that you will be able to check while you look for the big keys, like in Mire. Of course, we know that there's nothing in Mire, but Yagamoth doesn't know that. Now, the route that SirLinkalot takes here is going to be very important in Pod.
Yeah. Like, will he go straight to the back here?
I mean,
basically, how's he going to use his third key? The second key is probably... No, he has Samaria out. He is going to burn a key on the vanilla big key chest, so he's going to need 2 more keys to be able to complete Pod. No, turning around?
oh, okay, just resetting. I mean,
Oh, okay, he was just trying to flip the switch.
But who opts to go check Harmless Hellway here?
We'll find out.
So we will have to wait. Meanwhile, we get to watch Yagamoth make a wall disappear. Ta-da!
So we are not... Oh.
Well,
Ugh.
that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, he might need all 6 Pod small keys at this rate.
Oh, that's just awful.
I'm actually really surprised he didn't hammer Yump.
Yeah. We have a really weird situation here for our players, with SirLinkalot having to find 2 additional pod small keys and Yagamoth searching for these GT small keys that may or may not be needed. Well,
hey, there's our last TR key.
Yeah, that doesn't really help.
So where to now, SirLink? Maybe the Witch while you're over in East Tyrol?
I mean, that would set up this weird pod small key for go mode situation. I mean, we don't know GT. We don't know where the big key is to GT. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are sitting there and just waiting to be able to laugh maniacally, but you will have to be patient.
And meanwhile, SirLink does know that he will need at least 2 more small keys to Pod. He can always save Scum.
We'll probably see a save quick ending go Pod when it's time to do that. Yeah, this is
so here's his item go mode at least. So 2 blinds, 2 cold stares so far?
Yep.
So if we see 2 more pairs of bosses, then we know it's Chaos Shuffle.
But this has definitely been a bit of a rough one with managing key logic, with how well SirLinkalot managed it earlier up in Turtle Rock, and now this pod situation is just awful.
To answer chat, yes, in Inverted, the flute only works in Dark World, but you have to activate it at its normal spot in Kakariko.
Which makes sense, because, you know, the duck actually does work in the Dark World, but only during one cutscene. There's a 1 of the pod.
But it's okay because that cutscene's in the Light World in Inverted.
It all makes sense. But yeah, so SirLinkalot is 1 pod small key away, and maybe a GT small key, and Yagamoth is maybe 1 or 2 GT small keys away. And that's not a place where you can mirror. I mean, I don't really know what to say of this position that the players are in right now. I mean, you look at the dungeon clears, and I mean, it looks like SirLinkalot is ahead, but we know he needs a pod small key, and we don't know about Yagamoth.
And the fact that Yagamoth again went to open the big chest in Desert, just like the compass chest in Swamp, really makes you wonder why he didn't pick up his Tempered Sword.
Yeah, it must have been just a sudden realization at some point during either the climb or after Castle Tower. Yeah, I can't really think of anything else. Because after he did Castle Tower, he just kind of walked around a little bit and then went ahead and fluted, so it may just have been that we all have these cogwheels in the brain. They don't always work. I know, I experience it daily, and maybe it did need some time. Because you see that cave up there, you get 4 items, and it's just, wow, I'm in go mode. I got all 4 items I was looking for. And then suddenly, oh yeah, GT small keys. Because how often do you really need to stop to look for GT small keys?
Right, because normally you're used to if small keys are randomized and it's full key sanity, you don't have to go through GT basement at all, assuming you find the GT big key somewhere else and you grab 1 small key from under the pot and you go.
Yeah, like, small keys for GT are basically never a concern, except in this seed. And we don't know, because we don't know where the big key is.
We also
Right now-
haven't seen the Thieves' Town small, though it could always be locked in itself.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep on seeing both SirLinkalot and Yagamoth just clear all the dungeons that they can. SirLinkalot's gonna try and look for another small key to pod. Yagamoth's then gonna head to GT and hope to not be locked out.
And while we're in a lull here, this would be a good time to remind you to give these runners a follow. They've both done an incredible job today. SirLink has been really heads up with a lot of his plays, and but for an unfortunate pod routing decision, would be in go mode, and the game would be his to lose. And Yagamoth showed us Mimic Clip, which you really don't get to see that often. Which also, helped his pod routing, and now he's just looking for GT keys.
Well, I found the Turtle Rock small key that Yagamoth picked up earlier, but I mean, we saw the early game here, and we saw, oh, it's inverted, it's boss Randomizer, it's small key sanity, ooh, it's a long one, and then suddenly go mode, potentially at the sub 1 hour mark. It's definitely a seed of seeds. But those GT small keys do remain a mystery for now.
Oh, yeah, chat pointing out that Ice Palace is missing on Yagamoth's tracker, but be assured he's finished it. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, the tracker and inputs don't always work the way you want them to.
Oh, don't I know. Sometimes you're sitting there as tracker and nothing shows up for 5 minutes, and then suddenly everything you've put in for the last 5 minutes appears.
I mean, it's just simple technology. We're seeing Yagamoth here is dashing through that rail wall, whatever it is, normal things.
You know what's probably the best for SirLink at this point? If another pod small key turns up like on blind or in the back of Skull Woods. But he's gonna do Swamp first.
It is pretty interesting that they're both leaving Skullwoods and Thieves Town for last, presumably because that is what they've done the most of already.
Oh, and I just realized I shouldn't have said on blind because it's on Argus.
But it's a blind item for us currently on Argus. Oh, we're going to see the Pyramid Fair
And
here from SirLinkalot.
That could have our pod small key too.
Could. Or GT small key.
That was cute, mirroring exactly where the portal would be in non-inverted.
No and no. We're still looking for those small keys.
I mean, it seems likely. Okay, he's now going to Village of Outcasts, so we'll see that. Yeah, it seems likely it'll be either in the back of Skull Woods, on blind, or left side swamp.
Yeah, the concern remains that since Pod is a pendant, the small keys may be in GT, forcing a deeper dip than the one that Yagamoth may have to do.
That's also true, unfortunately.
And I mean, it wouldn't be some form of key sanity with all dungeons unless there is a key of some sort for a pendant dungeon in GT that you need, right?
And what small keys haven't we seen? We haven't seen the Thieves Town small key, and 2 pod small keys, and 3 GT small keys. So, who knows what that key on Bumper Ledge is?
Oh yeah, that's right. There is a small key on that bumper ledge that we did see early, but it still doesn't have the cape. No, that's unfortunate. That Molden really did not like SirLinkalot. Okay, chat, you have 2 seconds to guess what's in this hole. Go.
Not Trinex. Oh.
How fun! I love this boss, especially in its vanilla location.
Well, I think those were 3 clean hits he got in before the spikes started moving, so he just needs 1 more.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
It looks like we're going through the seed pretty fast now, but this could all come to a very bizarre end as the GT enters us soon.
Did Sir Link do the other chest in the back of Skullwoods?
No, and why did
So
Yagamoth mirror back? What? Did Yagamoth accidentally mirror?
I don't know, but we haven't seen the purple chest yet.
I mean, he was seen at the boss,
And I'm
so...
just...
Did he quick swap to the mirror?
Quick swap fail?
Oh dear.
But you don't want to quick swap on Argus, because it's a lot of moving around.
I mean,
unless he... Or was he already at the point... Was he already at the second phase? Oh no, he's using silvers on the puffs. Wow.
Yeah, that's what he was doing, and quick swapped over to the mirror and just clicked it.
Okay, I was... Well, you overshoot the bow by 1, that's what you get. I've just been trying to figure out why Sir Link didn't get that last chest. Unless, did we not see both the map and the compass? Maybe that's it. I wasn't counting dungeon items, so it could be that that chest is either the map or the compass.
Yeah, we did see the Argus provide us with the final bottle of today, which is a fairy, so we got all of those. Also, I just noticed that SirLinkalot has 17 hearts and red mail, so pretty certain that fairy is not needed. This is a much simplified for SirLinkalot with the Tempered Sword. Good enough. Yagamoth did check the back of Thieves' Town earlier, found nothing. SirLinkalot may go back, maybe? Who knows? No? No? No is the answer. Yes? And now going swamp? But why not do swamp with the purple chest earlier?
Well, I guess we'll find out what's in left side swamp.
Presumably. But as for Yagamoth, we'll just go ahead Eastern Pod after this.
And Yagamoth has a much harder moth battle.
Yeah, no, Tempered Sword means hammer.
But he gets it. Of course, the game expects you to be doing it on Master Sword.
Now, I would expect Yagamoth to take a save and quit here and start with Pod in case there is a small key situation. Which we know where the big key is, obviously. Unless Yagamoth did check everything. Yeah, wait, I don't... Yagamoth did check it. Yeah, Yagamoth knows where the big key is. Because he checked the vanilla big key location. It's SirLinkalot who doesn't know where it is.
And Yagamoth still has no GT small keys, though it would be funny if the boss of Pod has one.
Wouldn't that be awfully convenient? I didn't even know you could pull that thing.
Me neither.
I mean, free arrows, so sure, let's get some free arrows.
I knew you could pull the foot of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I know that one as well, but I didn't know that one. I mean, I guess that's why Yagamoth is playing today and not players who don't know how inverted works.
Well, I mean, that's not a function of inverted. I haven't seen players pull that in regular modes, and I'm sure it works just the same.
Oh yeah, I heard it's a top tier strat in NMG. Okie dokie, the small key does put the map in Zelda's chest in logic.
So after this, SirLink will just have GT and Pod and Castle Tower, which he can do in any order.
Yeah, but SirLinkalot's already checked all of the locations at Castle Tower. GT has a lot of items.
Right. And Yagamoth, meanwhile, can just go over to Pod after this, mirror right away, do that, and then it's a matter of, does he have enough keys for GT Tower?
That is
Ganon's
the big
Tower.
question.
GT Tower's redundant.
Ganonless Tower? No, I have no idea.
It's like when people say pin number in ATM machine.
ALTTPR rando.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Let's save and quit. So are we going GT? Because if we are going GT,
No, we're doing Castle Tower.
Castle Tower. Alright, okay, so I guess we are waiting with the game for a little bit.
He did skip Left Side Swamp.
Yeah, he...
And he didn't go back in for the big chest either.
He went against your best wishes.
Oh, and shout-outs to our tracker Mindful Beast, who reminded me that since SirLink can go into Ganon's Tower at any time, we should have the game going.
Yeah, I guess we can start the game already then. And we will use numbers based on the first person who enters, even though they may not be able to get the key, but we will deal with that later. A very nice dash there for Yagamoth.
And I'm gonna guess, given the number of blue balls, that it'll be Yagamoth into GT first, but hard to say.
And we'll have to wait and see.
Since Sir Link will be right there once he beats Aga 2, whereas Yagamoth's gonna have to get over there. Sorry, Aga 1.
Considering how much has been done this seed, surely there must be GT small keys in GT.
Most likely, I mean, 27 items, right?
But you can't check all 27. Do you have to climb GT without a small key and hoping that there is a small key up there?
What strategy do you even use? Full left?
I don't know. I've never seen this before. There's probably someone out there who knows more than we do.
Or maybe in Sir Link's position, with a single key, you do full right and get a key for a key that way.
Yeah, if you go the right, you can get the 2 chests there for free.
Do you do tile room?
Ew. I guess if you don't have any other option.
Well, get your guesses in, because as soon as Sir Link beats Aga 1, the Light World Duck will take him over to the entrance to the top of Hyrule Castle, where the entrance to GT is.
Also, that is another Trinex.
Okay, so if we see another double of a boss, we know that it's Chaos Boss Shuffle. But theoretically, the 3 bosses in GT could be vanilla or French vanilla.
We haven't seen Armos or Len. We haven't seen Moldor.
Right, we haven't seen Armos, Lanmo, or Moldorm, so if this is a full boss shuffle, the bosses in GT must be vanilla or French vanilla.
Wow. Well, it's time. Oh, a small key to Yeti from Elmasaur. Okay, well that really helps.
Oh boy!
I guess you were right on that one. But yeah, 1 small key. Do note, SirLinkalot needs to find a pod small key as well. That is a small key to pod.
Okay, Sir Link is in go mode, but he may have to save scum for it.
Yeah, this is a weird situation. Green pendant is 50 rupees. I mean, I would say with that small key being picked up, Yagamoth is favored here, absolutely.
I agree.
This could still be a weird scenario. So, logically, you do need to access GT in order to beat Pod.
So that's 5 and 6. No key yet. Oh, and Yagamoth is saving that key and going left.
Yeah, there was nothing over there on the full right path.
A miss quick swap on Sir Link's side.
I mean, this is really
and
good.
That somehow killed the music.
Yagamoth. Interesting. Did you know this game is almost 30 years old? Oh, a GT small key and the big key.
Okay. So
and the key
we
for
still
that
go by
unknown
Sir
small
Link.
key.
So it's gonna be 9.
Yes, that is 9, since we're counting by SirLinkalot. And
congratulations. Go ahead.
Do you continue? No, you continue.
Oh, I was just going to say congratulations, Eli the Iceman. And also Admiral Reggie and Raktolanash.
And I was gonna say, I'm finding it hard to believe for Yagamoth of the Sexy Ganons to not take the win today.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, it really just came down to pod key usage. And Op Got Good is going to fall to 0-10.
It is quite rare for the pod key logic to be the way that it has been, but Yagamoth's early play to do the mimic clip and not use the small key on that front door.
Okay, what
Really
the heck?
ended
How
up
did
saving
both runners?
a lot of time.
How did both runners get their GT music turned off?
I don't know. There is a soul difference here, but I feel like an additional trip to pod is more than enough time for Yagamoth.
Yeah. Because yes, it has allowed SirLink to catch up. He'll come ahead on the tower climb.
And we found the Armos.
Yeah, and Landmo can't be in a Moldorm arena, so if this is full shuffle, we'll see a vanilla Moldorm upstairs.
Alright, everyone, get your guesses in. Which boss is going to be at the Moldorm location? You can guess in chat now. If you guess right, you will be able to brag about it for approximately 5 seconds.
And if it's Moldorm, yes, as Walter points out, as Omicron points out, how many eyes?
Enough to make your dreams turn into nightmares.
I mean, even one eye is enough to make my dreams turn into nightmares. Have you seen the one-eye Moldorm?
Yes, I saw it yesterday. Yaga only opening one chest.
Probably hoping for a tempered up here. We don't actually know where that fourth sword is.
No, that's not a Moldorm.
Okay, it is Chaos Shuffle.
Alright. And yeah, that...
And
how
did Yaga just... Why did Yaga just mirror?
The quick swap keeps on happening. It's a race, folks. It's not over yet.
Okay, Sir Link's back.
Wait, he didn't even quick swap?
Chat's saying he didn't quick swap.
What? I don't have words to explain what is happening.
I mean, he was out of magic, but he was in the room with a full magic refill. So it can't be that he did it to get more magic.
It must have been fake powder then. But how do you select the wrong eye?
All right, you can fake powder with the real powder.
Yeah, so I was trying to powder the fairy and accidentally selected a mirror. We will see if we will be able to get our players in for an interview after this, and we'll be asking questions about some of the plays, but also just that Death Mountain that we saw earlier.
Okay, so SirLink didn't check any of the chests upstairs. The only problem here is that he might have to save Scum for Pod, depending which chest he goes for.
I mean, I guess this is the OP Got Good secret strategy. Win by having your opponent mirror out twice. Also, he does have to fight Armos again, right? We get to see another Armos! See, it was 2 Armos in the seed after all.
Okay, I think that's about 4 hits on Agatu.
I'm so confused right now.
So I think Yagamoth probably still has the upper hand if he doesn't mirror again.
Yeah, probably. I mean, so SirLinkalot has to go to pod right now, but has to take a 50-50 on where the big key is. So SirLinkalot should really save and quit. Do the hard reset to save scum the key and not mirror in that spot.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna have to accept that he's gonna lose his mirror portal, which isn't even a big deal because you get the portal. I don't know why he's trying to save his portal. Oh, and he didn't save and quit. And he's still short a... SirLink, what are you doing?
I am... what?
I am... is he turning in the green pendant? I'm still confused.
No? You're mirroring in front? Oh, this is faster? But you were already going through it in the dark wall, so... I'm so confused.
You don't have to do the maze.
Yeah, but he
still,
was already
he's
going
now...
up and stuff. Oh, and now... okay. So we are seeing a save and quit.
Now he realized... So he just lost his portal. I mean, that save and quit is good. But he's been eating up time, and it's now definitely Yagamoth's game again.
This is a very unique situation that we're seeing in pod in a seed that has been quite interesting as we finish it with a vanilla 20 rupees. And sometimes things just go a little bit over your head on what you have to do.
Yeah, I'm really not sure I've seen anyone save scum pod keys before.
Me neither.
But here is Aga 2 on Yagamoth's side. We have music again.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I just noticed. So this is the wrong chest. We know that, but it is the closest one, so it's obviously the one you check first.
Yeah, and it's just like, if only he hadn't opened the... yeah, so there's the save scum. Yeah, if only he hadn't opened the door to Dark Maze.
Oh boy. Well, this is still a Master Sword fight for Yagamoth. He could...
But he does have silvers.
Can you mirror out of the Ganon fight?
I don't think so. What?
Asking for a friend.
He does know the Samaria strats for Master Sword Ganon. That's good, because then you don't recoil if you put the block there. And it does take 12 spin attacks to get through each phase, but he's doing double hits.
Does have a fairy. That's a good position. You gotta love that lag.
Yeah, optimal Samaria strats give you a 2+1, and I think Yagamoth's doing that.
Yeah, just takes the fairy here. Well, this has been an interesting race, an interesting seed for sure.
And he did not get the 2+1.
We're in phase 3 now.
But yeah, barring a Ganon fall, this is GG's.
Yeah, there's the big key for SirLinkalot. also found some reasonably early silvers. Just one more hit. And this should be that hit. My good friends, it's been a trip, it's been a voyage, but it has come to an end, as Yagamoth of the Sexy Cannons has taken this win in Week 5 of Mystery.
And his official time here is 1:53:02. As Sir Link continues to, what was it, Trinex down here?
Yep, I do believe that to be the case. And
it looks like
opted to forfeit for the race.
Yeah, I don't blame him, probably not feeling great after that key situation. And, it's just an exercise in beating bosses after this. We are joined by Yagamoth, though. GG's.
GG. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, I guess it's well into the evening where you are now.
Yeah.
At least it was a sub 2 hour seed, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go with that. I think I learned a few things today.
Like, don't accidentally mirror out of dungeons?
Yeah, apparently if you do a fake powder setup and accidentally select the mirror, you automatically mirror. I had no idea.
It was like, when you mirrored out of Argus, that made sense because you were quick swapping. Mirroring after
Yeah,
menu
I
select.
That took a while until I stopped laughing already.
But yeah, I assume you and SirLink compared notes and found out about the pod key difference that wound up being the big difference in the seed.
Yeah, I mainly just saw it on the restream here. That actually seems like I got lucky because I decided to just save that one pod key.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised SirLink didn't do the hammer yump and save the key that way.
Oh, he opened that one?
Yeah, I mean, he opened the middle door as well, but then he did the hammer yump, and he actually hadn't. Well, once he got the fourth key from Zora, he could have save scummed at that point, but instead he had to get the fifth pod key out of GT, and then do the save scum because, of course, he didn't have enough keys to both check Big Key Chest and Harmless Hellway.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, your pod routing, and hey, it was a nice mimic clip too.
Thank you. It's actually surprisingly easy. You just do spin speed inputs. Like, basically, I saw Aussie do that once and asked, hey, how do you do that? Aussie told me, you just do spin speed, and that works.
Oh, and by the way, it sounds like SirLink, given the seed length, is going to have some lunch now, so he will not be joining us. But what else? Oh, right. Yeah. How did you feel about basically having go mode before you even got a single crystal?
Basically, my brain was just panic because I was like thinking, all right, I'm in go mode. And then when I cleared the left side of that area, I was like, no, I still need the fire rod. And then there was the fire rod on the right side. My brain just went into panic mode, and it took me a few seconds to figure out what I need to do now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was quite the paradox cave.
Yeah, certainly.
And that's why you ended up skipping the chest in Castle Tower?
Yeah, it didn't occur to me until a bit later that I still need small keys for Ganon's tower.
Well, that's where the Tempered Sword was.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, though, hey, nice Master Sword Ganon fight.
Thank you. I was not supposed to get knocked out there, especially not when I don't get the one cycle in the second one. That was strange, let's put it that way. Because half the seat had me panic because I did not know what to do, especially since I'm just really not used to inverted. And the only other time I played inverted, it was entrance randomizer inverted in my practice. So I kept expecting to spawn in the dark shop, like the mystery shop thingy, instead of the sanctuary, and was confused like 3 times in a row when I actually entered the other place. Yeah, it was weird, but wow.
Yeah, and that led to, for Turtle Rock, you decided you were just going to hope for the big key on Laser Bridge, and then wound up having to go back around.
Yep, since yeah, exactly. I just don't really know where to jump down for these things, despite having practiced entrance a bunch. So it was like, which one is it? 50-50. Nope, I chose the wrong one. And I just jumped all the way down instead of jumping to the laser bridge.
So, any other thoughts on this crazy seed that somehow wound up more humane than we were afraid it would be?
Well, on the seed? I don't know. I will kind of need to take a while until I figure out what was actually going on. I think it was mainly just because I'm not used to inverted, but overall that was surprisingly nice indeed. So GG's to SirLinkalot, and just for reference, I would like to point out SirLinkalot was nice enough to reschedule our race because I completely blew the last time we were supposed to race because I messed up the time and was still asleep. So SirLinkalot, very nice, and sportsman. What's the English word? Proper
Sportsmanlike, yes, that's what
Yeah,
you were
that
going
one.
for.
Yeah, so thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to have such a fascinating experience, and GG.
And you must be feeling good also because this win went a long way towards, getting you guys out of the threat of, relegation for next season.
Sure, let's pretend I actually know something about that.
Oh, no, just because the last place team in each division drops down to Open League.
Oh, I see. Yeah, actually, I have to admit,
So you're...
I'm not on top of that stuff. I am just playing.
Oh.
currently.
Okay, well, you're now in a 3-way tie for 5th. So even, still got an outside shot at the playoffs.
That would be interesting. How many teams do make it playoffs? Just the top 2?
3.
Oh, wow. All right. But yeah, thank you for commentating and tracking. I do appreciate that too.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again to our tracker, Mindful Beast, who's really on top of things here. And thanks again to our runners, and again, give them a follow. Margevich, it was nice calming with you. I think this is the first time we've done that.
I think that is correct. It was definitely a pleasure, and it was a very fascinating seed. It seemed like it was gonna be pretty rough early with the inverted and the small key sanity in the boss shuffle, and then just suddenly Paradox Cave sort of happened.
Yeah, I mean, hey, one of those, well, it wraps up things in a hurry, right?
It was a good time.
So, that's it for this race. But if you come back in an hour here on Speed Gaming, we will be having the last invitational race of Mystery Week. That is Zero Rush of I Like Big Boots against Dr. Marty Zero of the Spoilers. So definitely come back here in an hour and check that one out.
I know I will.
And other than that, enjoy your lovely Sundays.
Thank you for stopping by, everyone, and have a great day.